Welcome to Tokyosaurus. So what's up in Japan? Today, not so much in Japan, more so just the rumor mill that's been quiet for quite a while, until now that is, with a posting on 4chan and also GameFAQs, with a source that gave us a long list of things that will be coming for the Nintendo Switch, and turns out they got the first prediction about the Nintendo Switch Online service details somewhat bang on, so right now people are paying attention to the post. So it's been pretty dry for Pokemon lately as they're gearing up for the eventual reveal, and it's finally looking like E3 just might be the place they're gonna give us that big reveal to the next generation of a Pokemon mainline title on the Nintendo Switch. So the posting basically said it's going to be released in the holidays of 2018, probably mid to late November as usual. It shows off the graphics with the game taking on a more realistic art style, though still retaining a lot of that old Pokemon style, and it reminds him a bit of a watered down Pokken. So graphics are going to be a lot better going by what it sounds like if it's going to look anything like Pokken, and I think it's going to be pretty hard to have all that Pokemon modeled as detailed as Pokken with that many different Pokemon in the game. So it makes sense that the game is looking like something in between Pokken and the old Pokemon games on the 3DS. Now, compare this posting to the GameFAQs post, which described Pokemon for the Switch as a new take on Red and Blue and features graphics that are midway between Sun and Moon and Pokken. Now this coincides with another leaker claiming to be a translator for the game's script and has been posting various information around the internet since earlier this year. But it's interesting because they actually mentioned in their latest May 10 post about Pallet, which if you haven't played the original Red and Blue, was the hometown of the protagonist and the very first town you ever stepped foot in for the game. And in the rumor, they mentioned that hundreds of years ago, this submerged town gave birth to one of the most famous trainers of all time. Its name was Pallet. So let's just, for a moment, pretend all these rumors are right. A new take on Pokemon Red and Blue set hundreds of years into the future for the original games, with Pallet and possibly Kanto now submerged under the waters and your adventure taking place in a city above Pallet. Sounds pretty believable so far. He also mentioned a few other things like there being an airport, a turbo mechanic used to stat boost weaker Pokemon, the new evil team building a huge town to attract people from villages, and also a pair of snake brothers, one being a good guy and the other being a bad guy. He said just to remember the Snake Brothers, and when everything is revealed, you'll know that all the info he revealed here is genuine. Now we won't be able to confirm that until the game is actually revealed, hopefully sometime soon. Also, someone tweeted screenshots of a in-game conversation right before the Nihilego fight, with them saying, imagine using the same Pokemon in your boxes in battle again after hundreds of years. It's like a kind of time machine, isn't it? Pretty sneaky for Game Freak if this all turns out to be true, but as with all rumors, you should definitely not be taking these as facts until we actually see the real thing. Now another thing to remember is that Pokemon has never in its history announced a mainline Pokemon game at E3. So it's highly unlikely that we're going to see some sort of reveal at E3 for Pokemon Switch. But that's not to say they won't have any sort of promotional material for Pokemon Switch if they make the reveal before E3 happens, which if they do is probably going to be real soon near the end of May or even early June. If they're going to reveal the new Pokemon game soon, I think it's definitely going to be before E3 to take advantage of all the press they'll be getting through E3 if they choose not to announce it there, so I'm definitely going to be on the edge of my chair waiting for any sort of news regarding a new Pokemon game until E3 happens, which is between June 12th and June 14th. And if they still haven't announced anything by then I'll relax for a while. Now, if what the second leaker posted was true, they started moving the translation team to the international website content for the planned upcoming updates, which is usually a sign for something big happening soon. So if this guy is right and there is going to be a big reveal soon, it's highly likely it's going to be between now and June. Now again, as with all things in development, things can go wrong at any moment, decisions can change, you just never know, and that's why these announcements haven't been confirmed yet, because they're still in the works. So don't get your hopes up too high, but you know, you can keep your eyes out just a little more than usual. Anyways, that is it for Pokemon on the Nintendo Switch for now. Would you be down for Pallet to come back in the next Pokemon game for the Nintendo Switch? And more importantly, if it is true, do you want to see a new take on Pokemon Red and Blue as the first truly next generation Pokemon game? As usual, let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to thumbs up before you leave, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications if you want to be updated with the latest going on in Japan. And I'll see you guys in the next one.